Hi, this is Mrs. Knopf, and today we are going to continue in our new method book on the clarinet with line 26, Lightly Row. So we are going to start at the beginning. We see a treble clef, which is what the clarinet reads, and then we see our time signature. We are in 4/4 time. The top number tells us that we get 4 beats in every measure. The bottom number gives us the value of the whole note. So we can use that to figure out the value of the half notes and the quarter notes. So if we have a whole note that gets 4 beats, half of a whole is a half of 4 is 2. So half notes get 2 beats. And those are the notes that look like whole notes with stems. They're not colored in. Then half of a half is a quarter, half of 2 is 1. So all of the quarter notes, which are the notes that are colored in and have stems, those get 1 beat. So now we're going to go through, see what our notes are, and look for patterns. So we start on the second line with an open G as a quarter note, so we don't cover any of the holes, press any of the keys. And then we put down the thumb and the first finger to play 2 E's on the first line. So we've got a quarter note and then a half note. G, E, E. Then the next measure has the same pattern, but down a step. So we start on a quarter note F, which is just the thumb. That's the first space. And then we add 2 fingers on the front to play the 2 Ds. One's a quarter note, one's a half note. F, D, D. Then in measure 3, we add 1 more finger. So we've got thumb, 1, 2, 3 for our quarter note C. And we just walk our way up. C, D, E, F. Then measure 4, we have 3 Gs. G, G, G. So quarter, quarter, half on the second line. In the next line, measure 5 is exactly like measure 1. Measure 6 is exactly like measure 2. But measure 7, instead of moving in steps, we skip like an arpeggio. So we start on a C, skip up to an E, and then skip up to the 2 quarter note Gs. C, E, G, G. And then the last measure, we put all of our fingers in the left hand back down, thumb, 1, 2, 3. So no pinky yet, no right hand. And we play a whole note C. C. So now let's try this together. And I will adjust my camera so you can see my fingers a little bit better. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. Oh my heavens. So my reed is a little bit dry. Give me just a second. Okay, that's better. So let's try that again. See, it happens to all of us. It's not just you. Here we go. 1, 2, beginning. So a couple of things I want to point out. First of all, start each note with a t sound. T, t, t. That'll make each note sound much more clear than if you just started with an air attack. The next thing I wanted to point out is typically I would not have my fingers very far away from the keys, but I would want you to see the change. So when you're playing, only lift your fingers enough to make a difference in the sound. Don't get them too far away from the keys. And I hope you find this helpful, and we'll see you next time.